because I was just on a roll to find out I wasn't recording. Let's get right into what you can do to shake things up if you're feeling in a rut, if you're feeling like things aren't going your way. We often forget the basics when you don't know where to start and you feel so overwhelmed because everything around us is shit and we just can't figure out why we're feeling out of the funk. This is those key basics, those life-changing basics that can just, if you stick to it for a week, I promise you'll feel better, you'll do better, you'll be on your way. Hopefully I can package this in a message that resonates with you and it's just what you need to hear. It's just a reminder that you need. Oftentimes when I'm speaking to my friends and they're telling me, girl, I don't know what's going on, I feel off, and I ask them, hey, have you done A, B, C, D, E, F, G, the things I'm going to talk about in this video? I want to say 100% of the time they're like, no. And it's just those things that are just like, ugh, like that doesn't make a difference. But baby girl, I'm telling you, it does. So if you're not doing any of these things and you're wanting to better your life, you need to be doing them consistently, baby. So let's get right into it. Number one, stay hydrated. Y'all know we are lots of water, something like 70 or 80%. It's just one of those tools that God has given us, and it's just like things are hard enough. You want to use this tool. This is good for your skin, your beauty, your health, your... What are you looking for? All right, well, you're acting out. I'm trying to make a video. Okay. Stay hydrated on your water. You will feel boosts in energy levels, no doubt. Like, just drink your water consistently for 2 days and tell me that you don't have more clarity, less cloudiness, and less brain fog. You know, it's good for your immune system. It's managing stress levels, focus, literally everything in every category. You can be doing all of these other things and not being hydrated, and you're not getting all of the full benefits of it. So it's something that's super basic, but I know it can be a hard habit to catch on. Whether you don't like the taste of water, I mean, get you some of those droppers and call it a day. If you just have a super ADHD fried jumbled brain like me and it's just an out of sight out of mind thing, go ahead and invest you a little $30-$40 cup, and yes, spend a little money on it so that you feel some pressure, some need to use it. I got myself a Stanley cup. I paid like $40 for it. I love the aesthetic. It's at my office desk. I've left it, but I fill that thing up every day, twice a day, and boom, I have my gallon of water. And that's just something that just like that made it easy for me to create a habit of drinking water. But any other water bottles that I've tried, I don't know if because it was cheaper or it's not as aesthetically pleasing and it doesn't give me enough dopamine, I don't know, it didn't really stick. But for me right now, the Stanley cups are working. Or even if it's a gallon a day that is overwhelming you, excuse me, miss ma'am, just having some hydration, pretend this is water in front of you and taking a sip every time you look at it, every 30 minutes, every hour, hey, that's better than nothing. Start somewhere, but you gotta stay hydrated. Don't make it more complicated than it has to be. If you're in a rut, next thing that you need to be doing, if you're not doing it already, I would say is taking your vitamins. I remember we were out for my 21st birthday and there was a crowd and there was another birthday celebration, and so we bonded over that, and the birthday person was turning 30, and in their drunkenness, they shouted out to me and they were like, if I could give 25-year-old me any advice, I would say take your vitamins. And for me, there's been a lot that's gone on between now and my 25th birthday, but that just burned a memory in my brain. I had not been consistently taking my vitamins at that time, and I was like, oh, I was like, bet. And I kept that in the back of my head, and I was like, all right. Fast forward to now, I finally have been able to adapt it into a habit. First of all, with all of these, start small. Don't feel like you have to take 7, 8, 10 vitamins at once. It's really easy to feel overwhelmed when you're trying to tap in and look at advice and what kind of vitamins other people are taking. Start with something simple, a multivitamin, something that calls to you, and just start by taking 1 vitamin a day, okay? Maybe 2, 3 tops. For me, growing up, I have been very vitamin D deficient, very low in vitamin D. And listen, y'all, I know that times can be hard, but if you have the means to get checked out in the doctor and get your vitals and see what levels vitamins you are, that is what you need to listen to. If you have deficiencies, listen, y'all, the sun is going away sooner. It's getting cold outside. These are the times where we don't realize, okay, why the hell am I in a funk? You need some sun, baby. You need some sun. Vitamin D is huge. It's good for your immune system, anti-inflammatory. So my story about always being severely vitamin D deficient, I would get checked out. The doctor was like, hey, like, ma'am, get this together. Something along the lines like I'm on a level 6 and I'm supposed to be at like a 39 or something, like severely low. As a teenager and into my early 20s. When I was 21, I had a rheumatoid arthritis flare up. Inflammation of my limbs. I was in so much pain. It was a scary time in my life. I didn't even know what was going on. I had to go doctor to doctor until I figured out what was happening. As I was able to diagnose it and figure out, thankfully, I caught it on early. Unfortunately, I don't think it's something that you can ever truly get rid of. It might always come back up in my life. 4 years ago, my doctor is telling me, hey, you need to get your vitamins D levels together. Now I'm having real life health issues, all inflamed and shit, like going through it with arthritis at 21. Come to find out, as I'm researching on remedies and what I should be eating in my diet, vitamin D heavy foods, anti-inflammatory heavy foods, the same foods that are supposed to get my vitamin D up are the same foods that would support my arthritis. You could call that a coincidence, but I'm not. I strongly believe that if it could manifest itself in that way, it can in other ways. And who knows if you stocking up on your vitamins every day is what is standing between you and a disease in the future. And not just that, the small things that we don't see or notice, the subtle things from day to day, like our mood, like our mindset, like our energy. Take your vitamins. If you want to hear a video, or if you want to see a video on the vitamins that I use or the vitamins that work for me after about a couple years of trials and error, let your girl know. This is one that is a little bit more tedious because you don't always see the results right away, but it pays off. A 30-year-old told me when I was 25, and now I'm telling you. Next off, I'm going to go with showering every day. Now, before you start rolling your eyes like, all right, girl, now this is getting a little bit, I know it is just a shower, but no, it's not just a shower. And I wish I wasn't so normalized to take showers just for physical cleanliness, though that hygiene is very important. It's to the point where I can take 2, sometimes 3 showers a day, because if I need a whole mood reset, if I need a spiritual cleanse, I will take a shower. Someone pissed me off, I'm hopping in the shower. I had a long day, bad day at work. Best believe I am showering my body before I hop into that bed. And you better not think about getting to that bed before you take a shower. Even if you take 5-10 minutes, you're just releasing that energy, you're cleansing, you're starting on a new slate. Just, there's something, again, water, just so therapeutic, so healing about water, and having access to running water from our taps is a blessing that we undermine every day. I don't think that it's a coincidence that when we are down in the dumps, when we are having our darkest days, we have little motivation for something like taking a shower. I promise you, you're gonna feel better by the time you hop out of the shower. There's something magical about a shower that will have that effect on you. And once you add some attention into that, we are powerful being we are powerful being we are powerful we are powerful we are powerful beings, okay? There's magic in everything that we do. It's just up to you to tap into that. And maybe I'll perform a magic every day in them motherfucking showers. Cause period, I love me a shower. I didn't always though. Little girl me, I was scared to take showers, okay? Every scary character in my imagination will pop up and be crawling after me when I was taking a shower. I don't know. That's why my ass should not have been watching scary movies, but I always loved them and I still do. It's my guilty pleasure. Anyway, let's get into the next topic. Being active every day is very important. It is not just about your physical health, it is about your mental health, it is about your mental well-being. Everybody has a vice or like a mental deficiency. I don't know what to call them. A mental disorder. I don't, that sounds aggressive. I have ADHD. Other people have depression. Other people have bipolar disorder. Some people are psychopaths. I don't know. We all on the spectrum with some, a little bit is what I'm trying to say. It's not coming out that It's not coming out that gracefully, but we're all on the spectrum with something, and I am high on the ADHD spectrum. You hear me? Working out, being active, it helps me with that. It helps me focus. It helps me be grounded. The confidence and the body goals that you reach is just a cherry on top. But when it comes to building that, getting active muscle, I would say don't even focus on the body goals. That's what I did anyway. After years of trying to make being active be a habit, like something a second nature, this is my first year. Y'all, it's my first year that I have actually managed to make working out be a habit. Now it works different for everyone. Some people can do the workout buddy. That didn't work for me because once my workout buddy was gone, so was my gym days. Some people like to pay for their classes. That didn't necessarily work for me. I would just waste my money, just be hopping from one class to another. Now I do have a class that I love. I do love me my Legree, my solid core, but it's not what I used to build that habit. What I used to build a habit was walking every day. I broke it down to something simple because again, my ADHD jumble brain, when I'm trying to figure out what form to do in the gym or what's best or what calorie deficit or that kind of stuff, that's gonna turn me off real bad. I'm gonna get overwhelmed and I'm not gonna be consistent with that shit. So I broke it down really easy. I know how to walk. I know how to walk on a treadmill. I know how to walk outside of my neighborhood. I know how to walk on an elliptical, or not elliptical, the Stairmaster. Yeah, that's my jam. And I would just walk every day. Doing that for consistently for 30 days, for 60 days, for 90 days, that's what finally built the habit for me. Now, if I don't get active, I literally feel weird. Now, if I haven't been active for 3 days, I can literally feel my mental health deteriorate. These are the things that you want your mental health to rely on, not drinking, smoking, or fucking, or going out. Like those things, they just continue to deplete you. You want your mental health to rely on the things that charge you up, that make you better. You need to train your mind. You need to change your mind to make yourself addicted to those things. And how you do that is by starting small. So if you're not getting active regularly, I hate to break it to you, but that could be why you're feeling like you're in a rut. And I know it doesn't seem like there's a direct correlation, boo boo, but I'm telling you, there's a reason why all the millionaires and billionaires and billionaires do it. The reason why all the successful people have it in their morning routine. Why when you're riding around in rich neighborhoods, you see people running around in their sidewalks all day. Okay. Use the tools that God has given you, that God has given us. You don't need to make it harder than it is, okay? Okay. I'm glad we're here. I'm glad you're understanding. What's next? All right, if you're in a rut and you're looking around, let me ask you, how your place looking? Cause I'm willing to bet it's not tidy. Is your sink full of dishes? I'm not judging. I'm not judging. You got clothes laying around. When's the last time you took out your trash? Now, I'm not gonna act like I am a Martha Stewart, okay? Organization and cleanliness is a battle that I am still undergoing. That is a habit I am still working on. But I know that when my space is cluttered and looking crazy, that's 100% a reflection of what I feel inside. And again, I'm going to go back to starting small. If everything is a muck, just do the dishes. And if you don't feel like doing the dishes, just throw them in the dishwasher. It's better than nothing. If you don't know where to begin, grab a trash bag and just collect all the trash. Set a timer. Do it for 5 minutes. I know they say 15 minutes, but I can be lazy. Try to 5 minutes. 10 minutes, 15 minutes. It's those small things. If it's not something that you do daily, try to set a time to do it weekly. But if you're surrounded by mess, consider working on that, even if it's just a little bit. You don't have to get it all settled and fixed today. I know that it's overwhelming looking at that pile of clothes. You don't have to get it fixed today. All it takes is 10 minutes to change your life, honey. 10. 10 minutes a day. Next, I'm going to go into affirmations and gratitude. I get it. When it doesn't resonate, you're literally rolling your eyes. But even if it's something that you don't believe, identify a few key sentences that move you, that you need to hear, whether it's from you, from others. Mirror work is amazing. Just get out the shower, wash your face, and tell yourself how beautiful your skin is, how long and healthy your hair is, how great you take care of yourself, how amazing your smile is, how gas yourself up, honey, even if it's uncomfortable, especially if it feels uncomfortable. You have to be your biggest fan. You have to be your biggest supporter. Tap into your gratitude. Um, get into the habit of looking for the good things. And how do you do that? Writing down 3 good things every day in your journal, in your planner, something that you look at every day on whiteboard. It can be something so simple. Just start to train your mind to look out for the good things, to affirm great things, to hear positive things. Surround yourself with positive words. I know you're scrolling on your phone all day anyway. What's on your algorithm? Listen to motivational podcasts. Listen to positive things. Fill your senses with positive things, either from outside or from inside. If you are into having an accountability partner, get a friend in on it. Get a friend in that you trust, that you talk to daily, that you trust their intentions, and text every day. Text, make it a thing where they text you 3 things that they're grateful for. You text them 3 things that they're grateful for every day. Even if you're having a busy day, if you miss a day, go back and do 3 more grateful things for the previous day. This is about eliminating the distractions and focusing on the positive things and the things that make you feel good, even when it feels like nothing is making you feel good. Adding momentum on that kind of stuff. Negativity, pointing out all the negativity, that is something that is draining your energy. So you might as well put your energy into things that will fuel you. So gratitude is a great way of doing just that. I'm going to tell you to practice mindfulness. Journaling, you are really tapping into an intimate part of yourself. You are building a relationship with yourself. There's so many ways that you can journal. It can just be a mind dump that's pretty effortless. Like, you don't really, no expectations, no strings. You can just dump from your mind. You can do old school diary form. Dear diary, this is what I did today. Jilly Bob pissed me off. I can't wait to quit this fucking job. Whatever the case is. Journaling is something for the soul. It's just, there's so much good things that come from it. Even if it's just one of those prompt journals, if you're not where you can just write, those prompt journals where you look around and you answer a question, or you just write a sentence or 2 a day. Getting in the practice of sitting in silence, meditating. And when I say meditating, focusing on one thing, whether it is meditating on your breath or breath work, or whether it is taking a moment, even a few seconds, when you're doing anything. You're driving and you like how the sun is beaming down on you. Really take that in. The sensation, the taste on your tongue, the temperature on your skin, what you're seeing. You might just hone into that for 20 minutes, but you're practicing your skill of mindfulness by doing that. The more you practice keeping your mind still and centered, the less impacted you are by the things around you. Don't let the feeling of not being where you want to be, or how people broadcast certain things, don't let that feeling stop you. You have to start somewhere. Something like mindfulness is an ongoing journey. You can start by meditating 2 minutes a day. People who know how to meditate for 1 hour straight plus, they started with 2 minutes a day. The guided meditations, those help too. Like, everybody has their jam. I can tell you what worked for me with mindfulness was just taking things one step at a time. In the moments where you don't feel like being mindful, let's say someone just pissed you off, or you're like emotionally triggered, those moments where you just like, it's like the knee-jerk reaction is to react. If you can stop even for 5 minutes, notice the sensations that you're feeling before you react. I'm telling you, did I say 5 minutes? 5 seconds. 5 seconds. If you can stop for 5 seconds and then still react the same way that you would react, you're still starting and building in new neural pathways to change the way you react, the way that you are, to be more mindful. Literally 5 seconds can change the anatomy of your brain once you work and build on that. Like, this stuff is serious, yo. This is the basics, but you can't get anywhere without these basics. This is what you build upon. These are the basic building blocks of a healthy lifestyle. In life, there's no magic pill, there's no magic shot. Nothing's just gonna come and take away your pain. It is tedious, it is boring, it is redundant. And I know that you might have clicked this video looking for some crazy, life-changing message or thing that you've never heard of before. I'm sure you've heard of all these things before. But if you're not doing any of them, they're an important place to start. You can't avoid it. There's a reason why they're cliches. There's still something magical about transformation, about taking baby steps. Please have grace on yourself. Please accept where you are. Who knows if I would be this consistent right now if I didn't have all my failed attempts of being consistent over the past 1, 3, 5, 7 years lifetime. You can't beat yourself up for not being exactly where you want to be. Be thrilled and happy that you have that vision of where you want to be. That desire being within you means that you have it within you, that you already have it. It's just making those consistent changes, those little changes, those little changes. Like, baby, you can do it. If you're missing any of them, all you have to do is start implementing this, and I guarantee you, like, you're gonna feel better. You're gonna feel better. Thank you guys so much for tuning into my video. I had a fun time sitting here and chatting here, talking to you guys, and I'm gonna have so much fun on this journey of consistency. I am committed to posting a video a week. I'm not committing to a day. You will see me, okay? I'm promising. So if you like my vibe, stick around for the ride, okay? Subscribe. I'm here to stay. Support your girl on your journey, on my journey, our journey. Yeah, I'll see you guys in my next video.